Welcome to the History Hunters channel on YouTube, and welcome to some discoveries or adventures with the World War II time frame. Today I'm at a special location and I'm going to share something really nice with you. First, let's have a look at this. This is the North Sea and a very important stretch of sea for the German war machine. We are in the city of Hanstholm in Denmark, and I'm gonna show you a lot of special features here around this area. The reason for being here is just to see the fantastic coastal artillery installation that the Germans put up here. 1941 they started to build hundreds of bunkers and gun positions. They put up 4 38-centimeter guns on the top of the ridge over there. They had bunkers, barracks, their own hospital. They almost made their own small city up there. And we're gonna look at some of the features that you can see even today. So join me and let's have a nice day out here, and I'll show you some good images. So let's head up here and have a look. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 huge positions where they probably had artillery or huge naval guns. I think the big ones was on the top. This is probably just some smaller ones they used, and it was free sight all the way out to the sea and the sea line, and all the way up there is where the museum is and the big cannons, so I'm gonna see a little bit about that as well. We're coming up towards the first cannon available to see here. Looks quite intimidating, but this is how they did it. They wanted the Atlantic Wall to be their defense line from the Allied. It was ranging all the way from the south tip of France to the northern tip of Norway. And there were thousands of constructions like this. And this is one of the cannon bunkers. And look at that thing there. That's not bullet holes, that's made on a purpose. Sometimes they put in rocks, and sometimes it just came out like that when they casted it. Of course there will be graffiti and things like that, but look at that. That is the actual cannon position. Here you can see the cannon fixation point on these screws here on that pedestal, and huge steel beams used to hoist the equipment onto the spot. And we can go in there, have a look at what's inside. See the metal bars on the roof there. It's very, very typical. These hooks were probably made to hoist the equipment up and down, and you can see the basic layout. Here is where's the cannon, had this activity, the mount of the cannon. Something here could be the place where they hoisted the ammo. I'm not too sure. We'll dig into that and check it out. We have a flashlight, so why don't we go inside here and have a look. Maybe this is where the ammo came out. I'm not sure. Ventilation shaft. Would be a huge door here, sealed, so the Germans could lock themselves inside. And there's a bat coming out. Wow. So the inside, a lot of rusted beams. You can see the flaking of steel on the outside of the beams. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe they transported munition in and out in that notch there. Let's see if there are some more details to be seen. Could have been a spot where they had some communication or electrical equipment. Look at that. Same thing here, different kinds of rooms. Maybe they rolled the ammo down here. And electrical connections going out that way is the other side of the cannon position. This is quite familiar. This is where you could shut a shutter and you could take out the enemy coming from that side. That's cool. There's the armored door for letting people in and out. This is the outside. You can see huge curved roof areas, and the curvation was to deflect grenades and shells and bombs. Outlet for the ventilation. Up here maybe a turret for machine gun. Yeah, and that I think was the entrance for the machine gun turret. And was to be a machine gun turret or turret right here. That's cool. So let's head up there. I think it's the Befehl bunker where they actually gave the commandos to fire. So let's head up there and see what that looks like. This is special. That's the bunker, the entrances. But look at that, that's a drop down about 8 to 10 meters in concrete. You can see maybe they did that on purpose to make sure that the bunkers couldn't be hit. But they must have stocked up a lot of sand to do that. That's probably the spot where they coordinated all the firing orders. Probably with the other Befehlsbunker up here. I see some other smaller things, maybe flak bunkers. So this is probably one of the places where important officers was, and there would be a shutter around here. You can open and shut the openings here, like the typical steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And hopefully we'll be able to go inside and have a look here as well. Yeah, you can see brick walling, and yeah, very special. Look at that profile. Got this rounded edge on the top, very typical. Rounded edge on the corner. Just a very, very narrow opening. Just enough to use some binoculars and range finders. And you can actually direct the firing at any target out there in the North Sea. On the top here, probably a cannon here as well. Not such a very, very big one. Look at this, very nice. Way up here, you can see they really put their effort into making this. So working here, there's no ammo pockets around. That's strange, would have expected that, but then again they have a very efficient way of routing up the ammo, probably from the lower side of this bunker inside. Looking for the machine gun turret. You can see one down there. And yeah, it was probably one here. Machine gun turret. Another one, ventilation shaft coming up from there. Just have to mind my steps here so I won't fall into the abyss. So coming down here, you would find the machine gun turret. Yep, and you have the entrance for it right here, I guess. Maybe you could go straight into the bunkers as well from it. See the guy here with a machine gun, MG15, something like that. Ammo stacked up inside, and you can swivel around on this metal ring. So it'll be very easy for him to change direction. And as you can see, he's covering the whole area here. So if anyone came in from this area, he could have covered the whole area. So there's the stairs going up to the top there. Same here, curvation of the top areas. Coming in here, haven't seen any markings or painted markings yet. Let's see. Yeah, there's the armored hole to shoot anyone who would like to try and get in here unannounced. So inside here is the bunker itself. Let's have a look inside. Here we have something that I haven't seen before. I actually made some of this structure with bricks on outside of the concrete walls. That was probably done to make it simpler, easier to complete it. There's a hole here. What is that? Huge hole here. You can see they sort of made it nicer looking by putting up the bricks there. That's not too often to see. Alright, some sort of ventilation here. Of course, a lot of graffiti, always find that. Look at that, that looks a little bit older. Yeah, ventilation shaft. Further in here, more ventilation shafts. Also the brick walling on the outside of the concrete itself. Remember, the soldiers lived in here, so it had to be heated up by bunker ovens. There's another door leading into, yeah, that's the armored plate. You can slide that back and forth and shut out anyone, or you can shoot someone coming out from the outside. No markings, cables coming out from the wall. Let's go out and see the commando area. They're quite spectacular actually. Piece of engineering, and they really do have a lot of details if you want to look into them. Let's head on to the other area that we've seen and see if we can find something else to show you. You know, both Hitler and his highest ranking officers, they were obsessed by the Atlantic Wall fortification. Their idea was that if they could fortify the whole coastline from the south of France to the top of Norway, they could make sure that the Allied couldn't invade. It was a stupid thought actually, because how can you cover up so many thousands of kilometers? You wouldn't be able to do it no matter what. So whatever, it was a stupid decision in my view, but they thought it was an ingenious way of keeping anyone outside. Look at that one. That looks very much like a flak tower or flak gun position, probably from a 20mm or 3 centimeter, whatever they called it. Let's go and have a look at that. Wow, you wouldn't like to fall down there. This escape route from the bunkers inside. It's emergency exit, but that shouldn't be open. This is 3 meters down. A child could easily hurt himself falling down there. Looks like another machine gun turret. There's a round circle of some sort down there. You can see a lot of metal bars going around on the field there. Something happening inside there, but let's check out this one first. This one looks very much like a standard flak position. You can see inside there you have the ammo pockets, because the ammo could easily be stacked there if it was a smaller type of gun like the 20mm. And yeah, I think it's a flak position like that. This is quite interesting. Maybe they had something over here giving the commandos. Maybe they were ventilation shafts for the bunker underneath here. But look at that. That's a very, very well made construction with rounded. Let me show you a feature here. You see, they never put on a 90-degree sort of end of the construction. Look at that. Both for water drainage, but this will deflect any type of shell coming this way. Just bounce off and go up to the air. So many things here. There's some sort of opening here. I'm not sure what that could be. I got this light. Let me shine the light in there. It's open. I don't want to go down there. Hundreds of openings here, so probably get lost in there. This one looks interesting. This is let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 edges. I don't know. Could it be a lid put there to have some equipment on top? Some stairs going into this thing. So let's have a look here. I think this could be a machine gun bunker. Let's have a look, let's have a look. No, I think it's a ammo storage. That's probably what it was. An ammo storage for the flak gun. Yep, and it's safe inside the sand dune here.